Hello guys, this is a process chart from book Cambridge 1 and it talks about the diagram which shows how the Australian Bureau of Meteorology collects up to the minute information on the weather in order to produce reliable forecasts. As we can see, there are total 4 stages. First is incoming information, then second is analyzing and broadcasting, third is preparing the broadcast, and fourth is broadcast. And at the foremost stage we can see the input is actually coming from 3 media, which are satellite in space, radar that is on land, and then drifting buoys which are floating devices which they keep on sea. So means from different media or from different channels they are getting the input or getting the information, and after getting this information they are converting it into satellite photo, radar screen, synoptic chart. So these informations are generated, and at the same stage we'll have to write that these things are also analyzed, because this stage is not only talking about production of these photos or these screens or these charts. Okay, so these we'll have to write. These are analyzed by experts, and then this, after analyzing or after analysis, is put into computer. This information is further passed on to computer, which further transmits information to people through different media or different channels or different ways, which are news readers which give news to you in news bulletin, radio broadcasting is also there, and recorded telephonic announcements are also there. And don't forget that while writing this process we'll have to also put that second stage is the most important stage, which not only analyzes the information and also prepares the reliable forecast for the citizens, which is further fed into computer. Right, so far we have now understood this task as well as we have analyzed, and we are now in situation to start writing. So here is your introduction, and we will call it as a layout. So we can say the layout illustrates detailed working of, it is a working of, they have written Australian Bureau of Meteorology. We will write meteorological system employed by Australian Bureau, and they are collecting up to the minute information on the weather, and weather means meteorology, one and the same thing, in order to produce reliable forecast. And we are to now rephrase it. So we have written meteorological system employed by Australian Bureau to get instant weather updates to make dependable forecast for citizens. So that is our introduction. Now let us write overview. We can say in overview the setup is actually consisting of 4 stages. So here is our first line. This setup comprises of 4 stages. Now here what they are doing, they are having input from space, land, and from sea, and these inputs are further used to generate data, simultaneously analyzed, and is conveyed to the natives via 3 channels. So let us put this thing all together. The setup comprises of 4 stages where input from space, land, and sea are taken to generate data, which is simultaneously analyzed and conveyed to alert natives via 3 channels. So that is now done, and now let us start with body paragraph 1, and we are going to start with first step, incoming of information. And now let us use suitable connector to start our body paragraph 1. Now by explaining things in detail, the foremost step is incoming information. So we have started. Now let us explain what is happening here. Here, conditions from space through satellite, on land using radar, and on sea with the help of floating device called drifting buoys are monitored. So all these things are monitored. We are now starting with stage 2, which is actually talking about analyzing and forecasting. So let us put, then analyzing and forecasting happen, and for which we are using satellite photo, radar screen, and synoptic chart. Now Let us continue this line further. For which satellite photo, radar screen and synoptic chart are prepared from respective sources. Means respective sources, we don't need to mention again satellite, radar and drifting buoy for this. From respective sources, this line is over, and we also need to show that this is the most important step, and where experts are analyzing and are generating very accurate or precise forecast for the natives. So let us start. At this crucial step, using all inputs, experts can precisely interpret information and produce weather updates. So that way this step also completes. And now we are to start with third step, and that is very simple. Means this information is fed into computer. So we can say, now moving further, preparation of broadcast takes place where review generated is fed in computer. So review generated means that information generated is fed in computer, is put in computer. And lastly, we are left with last step. Transmission of information through different channels is done. Let us tell what are these channels and what is this step called. This is called broadcast. Here, news readers in weather bulletin on TV, radio broadcasts and telephonic announcements are employed to convey weather updates to every nook and corner of country to aware people beforehand. Right? So that way this information is finally conveyed to the people, and that way this task gets over, and it has total length of 185 words and is expressing your task response quite accurately. Then is also giving you variety of lexical resource and then coherence connective devices, and is also giving you very accurate grammatical accuracy. So that way this task is deserving higher band score. So that's all in this video, guys. Bye bye. We'll meet in next video.